I grew up in the Methodist church in a town outside Chicago, Oak Park. And I went to college beginning at Yale. And at Yale University, there was a Wesley Foundation, which is the college ministry. And the chaplain of that foundation was, it was a really good thing. It really, really made a difference in my life. In 1972, we moved to Philadelphia and to West Haines Street, 2 blocks away. And we had no car. We had one little kid and one on the way. So we went walking. And we come up to this church on this corner, which is right the next block from where we are. And right on the name of the signboard was the name of that chaplain as one of the pastors. So we naturally said, okay, let's give it a try. And we came in and found that the language and the approach, the whole sense of what church and ministry are about was really what we had learned and where we were at. And I mean, all of that interval had to do with getting involved in the peace movement very deeply. And so it just felt like home from the beginning. The minister at the time, Ted Loader, was very good at encouraging people to be in various social justice ministries. So there was a lot going on. And I was here for 8 years before I decided to go to seminary. And so I came out of this church, and all of the time as a Methodist minister in Eastern Pennsylvania, this was, felt like home. My wife was always a member here. She never fully transferred her membership to the churches I was serving, even though she came. And so when I retired in 2013, naturally, here I am. And you can tell from your impression of the church why that might be. This is home. Well, the Conversations on Race Committee has been going for many years. And we have, in the past few years, occasionally led sessions in Adult Academy, because the conversation needs to be not just in a small group, but throughout the church. And we've tried to encourage and promote that. This particular time, we are beginning to focus on reparations as an aspect of Christian life and ministry. And we are beginning a study of a book called Reparations, A Christian Call to Repentance and Repair. And this session this Sunday is to introduce what we're going to do with that. And there will be 3 more sessions, one in October, one in November, one in December, in which we actually do kind of a book study. And there'll be other ways to study the book too, and other resources. One of the things that I've started reading the book, and in the introduction, the authors talk about the necessity of the church seeing, first of all, seeing that we are in a white supremacy culture. Second, seeing that there has been harm done to people of color, especially African Americans, but many, and to ourselves by that. And then owning that and moving to repentance, which is, we don't want to do this anymore. And repentance is a whole lot deeper than saying I'm sorry. It's saying I'm going to live differently. And repair. That's what I like about the word reparations. Harm has been done, and it is our work to repair that harm. And it is at a cultural level as well as individual, institutional, systemic. But it's very that helped us. So what I see this as is actually first steps toward building a culture of reparations in the First United Methodist Church of Germantown. It can help them deepen their understanding of what it means to live in a white supremacy culture. It can help them see how, and this is an important part of the book, that people think about reparations as, oh, well, there was slavery and we've got to make up for it, right? But all of the impacts of slavery continue. And so part of what they'll begin to do by being here this Sunday, because we're going to share some, and by participating in the book Sunday, is connect the ongoing effects of the racism that has been foundational to the US culture since the beginning, with what's going on now, and begin to learn how to look at what's going on now, see where the harm is now, and see what repair might be possible. And to remember who we have to listen to about that, which is the people who need the repair. One of the things that people wonder about reparations is, why even talk about it? It's so big. It's so hard to figure out. And part of what we're wanting to do both this Sunday and with this study is to help them answer that question, is to help them become comfortable with actually thinking, there's some kind of repair that we can do and be part of.